What's up, Chode Nation? Today I want to talk about grading video games for the purpose of trying to resell them for astronomical amounts. So there's a thing going on right now where people will take a video game, they'll get it graded, and then they'll try to list it and sell it for 100 times what it may actually be worth. Why is this happening? Well, first of all, let's figure out what grading is. The VGA, what they do basically is they take a video game and they grade it, and they grade it based on the quality of the item. You know, how the box, if it's creased, if there's tears in it, if there's writing on it, you know, etc., etc., etc. The VGA, they do comics, they do action figures, they do all kinds of stuff, okay? I guess they've just kind of become the standard when it comes to grading an item, grading a collectible, and telling people what it's worth. Now, here's why they do what they do. Why you should use the VGA. They say it gives the buyer peace of mind. You know, if it's been graded, it has this official, you know, case, this official grade on it, this official label on it, and if you're a buyer, it says, hey, this is legit. This is this is the condition that the seller is claiming that it's in. All right, I'll agree with that. I'm fine with that. Improved display quality. Sure, why not? It might look pretty neat on a shelf or something, right? Preserves the condition of your video game. And I'll agree with this. Basically, they take an acrylic case, which is a hard plastic, and it says they seal it but leave an air vent in it for airflow. Yeah, if you put a hard plastic around a video game box, it obviously is going to protect it. So I'll agree with that. Does the opening in it, though, let in moisture? If anyone has a graded game, please let me know, because I don't know. So for the most part, I guess I'll agree with that. It preserves the quality of your product. Here's one thing, though, and this ain't okay. I thought about doing this video months ago. I just never got around to it. So they're saying you should use the VGA because it's higher resale value for sellers. Now, let me read this paragraph for you. Sellers often notice a dramatic increase in retail value once an item has been graded by VGA. Our featured eBay Spotlight section provides examples of the power of VGA grading and increased market demand for VGA graded items. Buyers trust VGA graded items for a multitude of reasons, only a few of which are listed above. In addition, because buyers have a better idea of what to expect, they tend to return VGA graded items far less frequently than ungraded items. So a couple of months ago when I was looking into this and thinking about doing a video on it, that section right there was actually, we do not grade to up the value of an item. However, graded items typically sell for more. Now they're kind of playing into the fact that, hey, yes, it will sell for more. If you're a seller, spend the money to get this done, and you will get way more than you probably should out of your product. I disagree with that. I think that's kind of shitty. That's just my personal opinion. If you work for the VGA out there, sorry, I'm not going to apologize for it. So I guess I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, huh? Buyer, beware. Just because an item is graded, it does not make it worth more. Period. It just doesn't. Will it look cooler on your shelf? Will you know the absolute condition of your item? Okay, sure. First of all, what gives the VGA a fucking... They're the authority. Why? Because they got a fancy website, because people send their shit off to them and are dumb enough to give them money. Well, send your shit to me. I'll put a grade on it. I'll send it back to you, and we'll call it a day, right? Typically what's going on here, though, is this. Someone will buy an item. They will grade it. They will put it online for way more than what it's worth, way more than what it should sell for. An example that comes to mind is Retro City Rampage, I think it was. It just released on PS4 with those limited, very, very limited release of a physical copy of it. And some jerk off bought 10 of them and got them all graded, and now is trying to sell them for way more than $60, what it should have cost someone like me who actually wants to play the game to get. Seller, if you're doing this, you're a fucking asshole, okay? This is my call out. This is me calling you out. Quit being a dick, okay? Look, if you want to make money, I'm all about capitalism, okay? There's nothing wrong with trying to make some money, but just don't be a fucking asshole about it, is what I'm saying, okay? Really this falls on the buyer, because the buyer is the dummy who's out there buying it, so the seller continues to do it to try to rip the buyer off. So buyer, Stop it. Stop, buyer. Stop buying this shit. Don't buy graded games for far more than what they're probably worth. Stop doing it. I've seen like factory sealed, let's say Mario Brothers on NES. Okay, where are we at here? Super Mario Brothers. Okay, this is not sealed, but if this was factory sealed, I don't know, what are we talking? Maybe $300 to $500, right? Factory sealed. Well, I'll see someone take, well, probably not even that much, but it's up there in the hundreds. But someone will take this and they'll send it off to VGA and they'll come back and get a grade on it and say, oh, this is awesome. I got this graded $10,000. People are spending money on this. Quit, please, for the love of fuck, quit doing it. Just be careful. If you want to grade a game that bad, just send it off yourself. Send it off yourself. Don't play into this. Don't get ripped off. Don't let some asshole spend 40, 50, 100 bucks, whatever it costs to grade a game, and then give it to you for 1,000 times, you know, its actual value. Just be careful, please. I think the seller doing it is a douchebag. The seller doing it is an asshole. I have no respect for that kind of thing. And if you're watching this, fuck, get mad, unsub, cuss me out in the comments. You know, if that's you, then fuck it, so be it. So that's basically all I got to say about VGA, graded games, and graded games being sold. Be careful.